Hello, hello, everyone. We're going to be looking into the highly requested case of Celeste Hernandez and the TikTok singer David. I guess that's what you would classify him as. If you haven't seen anything about this case yet, it is trigger warning, just trigger warning. So this is a case out of California. She was recently found in the front part of his car. They call it the front trunk of the car. And she was 15 years old when she was found, but there is allegedly a relationship dating back to when she was 11. And he was definitely not of age to have anything to do with an 11-year-old. So she was reported missing before multiple times in 2024. However, this last time that she was reported missing by her brother, she was found in this situation. So, as always, this is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not fact. And before I start going through what I have here, I want to kind of start with a general energy. Let's start with whispers, and then we'll go into echoes. We got 8 cards from whispers. 8 cards from whispers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How did I know that embezzlement card was going to come out? So we have embezzlement in reverse. Let me pull this up a little. Embezzlement in reverse, social media in reverse, cult. Okay. Work in reverse, travel, strategy in reverse, private property in reverse, and self-sabotage. I mean, he needed to silence her. It's really that he was at risk of losing everything he worked for. It was his own fault, but if what he was trying to keep secret, and by secret, I don't mean secret as in no one knew, I mean secret as in his people knew and they were okay with it, but other people couldn't know about it. If she went to something like social media and told her story, it would dismantle the strategy that he had built for his career, even though it was his own fault. Travel embezzlement in reverse is very interesting to me because it's like I can pay off anything. I can find a way to get it so that people owe me a lot of favors. I don't know if it's like the obvious nature of the case or what, but this kind of gives me like Epstein had a whole island. This is like if Epstein Island was just one house. And there's not really any power or pull outside of that, but if you're in this house, it's like Epstein's, like, weird closet. I don't know how to like, if Epstein's Island was a house, this is like a weird closet in the basement that David, it's like his lair. Anyway, okay, echoes. 4 from echoes. Let's not drop it on the floor. Okay, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hidden passage in reverse, justice delayed in reverse, in plain sight. And the self-sabotage card like moved itself up to next to into plain sight. I just feel like everybody who was before very hush hush, very it's like now they're viewing this as not only can I get out of something, but I can like get in the mix of something. I guess I'm saying that to say I feel like this is about to open a door for something very twisted. I mean, it already has, don't get me wrong. But this case opens people's eyes to something else, is how this feels. Armed suspect. Armed suspect in plain sight. Justice delayed, hidden passage in reverse is a known passage to justice in plain sight. Armed suspect. Is it fair to say that what this is going to shine light on is how the system like so failed this girl? But it's like something specific. Is that the right direction? Convincing, yeah. Let's just hold on to that thought. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so she was reported missing multiple times in 2024. Which deck? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whispers. How many cards? 2. She was reported missing multiple times in 2024. Meeting in reverse, water in reverse. She was reported missing multiple times in 2024. An overwhelming hidden meeting. A hidden meeting that was like a dam bursting. Which deck? 7, 1, 2. Oh, that's the same one. 7. What I'm doing is I have Whispers, Echoes, and Tarot, and I'm just going through which one and then how many cards. What just happened to this? Hold on, my screen just got all weird. Okay, there we go. It's so weird, but whatever. Okay, 5. Contract paperwork. Man-made disaster. Exposed, stalked, followed. Secret trip, alive, contract paperwork. Secret trip. We're talking about her going missing. Secret trip. Exposing a man-made disaster, contract paperwork would be that hidden meeting. Alive. It's making me think of how I always say to Gavin, you're my little seed and I need to water you. Is there more awareness from her parents than what they are letting on right now? Is there more awareness from her parents? That's the wrong deck. The Shamed Dreamer, that's the wrong deck. Shamed Dreamer and Devoted Ghost. Shamed Dreamer. Devoted Ghost. I'm devoted to not seeing. I'm pretending to not see. All clear. Yeah. Do her parents know? Is her parents? So that's a yes. Parents know more than they're letting on. It's clear that her parents know more than they're letting on. Let's get more info. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tarot. 5 tarot. It's clear her parents know more than they're letting on. Knight of Swords reversed, or King of Swords reversed, Knight of Cups reversed, the Empress upright. Four of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse. King of Swords in reverse, the hidden contract that happened at the hidden meeting. Knight of Cups in reverse, distorted love. The Empress. It's giving child bride, like and Six of Wands reversed doubles down on that King of Swords reversed being what relates to contract and a hidden meeting. So it's like a secret meeting in which money exchanged hands for silence. That's what I'm getting. A secret meeting in which money exchanged hands for silence. That's what I'm getting. 2 echoes. 3 cards. Lion's Den. Double Agent. Protected Witness in reverse. Lion's Den makes me think of the deck that those 2 cards were in this, they were in the wrong deck. That deck has a card that is Betrayed King, and it's like betrayed by those that you're meant to protect or vice versa. And then Double Agent is like betrayed, like wolf in sheep's clothing, and Protected Witness in reverse is like someone that should have protected you didn't. I don't know. It's really giving me the energy of her parents were paid for their silence and like let this happen. Maybe not let what happened happen, but like they knew where she was. She wasn't missing. They knew where she was. Allegedly my opinion, but that's my opinion. They knew where she was. Okay, let's look into this part. She ran away a few times and returned home before her last known disappearance. One second, let me collect these. Okay. She ran away a few times and returned home before her last known disappearance. From her perspective, what was going on when she was running away? I don't know if I even want to call it running away. I really don't. I don't want to call it that. It's like being handed off. I feel more comfortable calling it being handed off. But anyway, I mean, regardless, she was 11, so or however old, 13 years old. One of the missing person reports was filed on Valentine's Day when she was 13 years old. So handed off, not ran away. From her perspective, what was going on when she would leave and come back to the parents' house? 2, we got echoes. 2 again. Confined space, gag order. That came out upright. Confined space and gag order. What was going on when she was going back and forth? I'm being suffocated and I can't say anything. I feel suffocated and silenced. So again, not running away, being passed off. Big difference. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Echoes. Or whispers. 5. Accomplice partner in reverse. She couldn't trust anyone. They were handing her off back and forth. Routine, habit, typical. It was like like if parents went through a separation and they were doing like the drop off, the handoff, except the other parent was David. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. Allegedly, my opinion. That's what I'm seeing. Timeline issues in reverse. This happened for a period of time. This wasn't a one and done. Hotel motel in reverse and false in reverse. So true taking back access or access denied. Accomplice partner in reverse. Routine habits equal. No one's on her side. This is something that they just do. It's a pass off. This happened over a long period of time. So we're looking at it from her perspective. Hotel, motel, and false in reverse. It feels like when I think about the conversation that could have taken place that led to things going to like a point of no return, I get this feeling of Celeste being like, I'm not doing this anymore. And being told, yes, you are. You have no choice because where are you going to go? Who are you going to go to? They're paid off, allegedly, my opinion, as in the parents. So where are you going to go? What are you going to do? And I feel like what happened that led to the point of no return was Celeste being like, I'll turn them in too. I'm not doing this anymore. Upside down. Okay. Did she know her parents were in on it? Pieces are starting to connect, but not sure. Pieces are starting to connect, but not sure. It's not that she was necessarily going to go and say, my parents are in on it, but she was going to say something which would have led to the discovery of the fact that they were. Shadow concealed, yeah. That's what they needed to keep concealed. So it wasn't her saying, oh, I'm going to go tell on them too. It was her saying, no, I'm going to go tell somebody that's going to listen. And that would have shown light on like the entire conspiracy behind what was allowing this to happen. Is that fair to say? Yeah, red light stop. That's what they had to bring a stop to it. Cannot allow that to proceed forward. One of the missing person reports was filed on Valentine's Day 2024 when she was 13 years old. 4 cards. We got 5. Final ending in reverse. Digital. Good correct in reverse. Gift package and delay. And she was just 13 years old, January or February 2024. It's February last year. A bad gift. This is like, if you don't tell, you'll get this, or we'll do this, or something like that. Final ending in reverse and digital is like he, as in David, has been trying to teach her a lesson since that point. Like, I'm gonna prove to you now It's, like, been, like, a long drawn out because there's something significant about, like, him feeling slighted because of how this was all maybe slighted's not the right word. There's something, like, in his mind about that occurrence being Valentine's Day. Like, almost like he has a spiritual connection to it, and it's like, I don't know, I can't figure it out what I'm seeing. 1, 2, 3, 4. It feels like there's something significant about that Valentine's Day missing person report, and it held a different importance in his mind in terms of, like, a sign. I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm getting. 4 cards. War, drugs, premeditated outer space. If you look back at that Valentine's Day report, since then, he has been setting up for this specifically. And it feels like there's also something in place that makes the parents, her parents, look very guilty because there's some kind of occurrence that's happened since that time period where it's clear as day that they had given up or, like, not taken action when they needed to. I don't know what exactly that means, but I feel like that piece is gonna come out. There's gonna be something that comes out about I don't know, like a major ball that they knowingly dropped. I feel like there's some kind of okay, I'm just gonna say what I'm getting because it's not making sense if I'm not just gonna say what I'm getting. It feels like there's some kind of person who was turned into a handler in the inside of her family to keep an eye on everyone else. I don't know if this is someone who was sent in or someone who was in that was turned, but it feels like there's some point of since that Valentine's Day, there was a new handler of the family put into place. And if you trace that connection, it looks very bad for the family. That's what I'm getting. I don't know exactly how that translates, but it's either someone in the family that was turned to knowingly, like, keep things in order inside the family, or it's someone who was sent in to make themselves very close to the family, but there's something that proves that this was a plan since then, and it almost feels like it has some bit of, like this is dark, guys. I'm just gonna say what I'm get like, in a situation where there's mutual parties benefiting each other, and one party, in this case would be the family, would say, "Hey, you're gonna need to give more, or you're gonna if you want the same amount of silence, you're gonna have to increase what you're giving." And then the other side, David, does something, like cause whatever happened on that Valentine's Day as a response to being like, "You want more? I'm not giving you more. Watch this. I'm gonna show you that I have power over you, so I'm gonna keep her. You're gonna have to file a report to get her back." I feel like that was him, as in David, setting up the parents to be like, "I got you. If you wanna play ball, let's play ball, because now there's a report showing that you know something's up and you're still letting it happen." I feel like this was in part like a how dare you ask me for more? And then it feels like because Celeste was starting to catch on to things and being unwilling to just easily go with the flow and was starting to challenge and question things and like do a little a bite back. It feels like he was already frustrated with that situation with them asking for more, and it spiraled into him being like, "You know what? I'm gonna disconnect from her because I'm gonna lose her anyway, so I'm gonna use her to enact revenge on the people who thought they could get one over on me. Because now I'm not even getting the benefit of having her out of it, now she's hurting me, so I'm gonna use her to hurt them back." That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm and I think that that's kinda why it's so dark, because it's like you're like, how could he go from being so I don't wanna say this out loud. How could he go from being so in love with this little girl to hating her so bad? Like, she's a literal little girl, like, what could she have done? It's not just her, and that's why it's so much bigger because it's like, I don't know, it's like he knowingly he knew I don't know, like, almost like if he expected that one day he would have to fight this somehow, some way, and he wanted to wrap other people up in it, like that it's almost like something started to get too intense, or maybe it was just like, "Okay, there's a potential this could all fall down, so let me just prepare for that just in case." I don't know, but there's some bit of, like, him wanting to bring other people down to spite them, and certain actions being in place to put that in play, and I think that the Valentine's Day 2024, that was him, David, baiting the parents into being like, "We know something's going on and we're not doing enough." Because this whole thing started with me saying, "Show me from Celeste's point of view." This to me is her saying that Valentine's Day, he didn't let her go back because he was trying to make the parents have to say, "Something's up here," and put it on record that they knew something was up. And I really wonder if that was the point where he knew he was eventually gonna do this to her, but spent time almost, like, energy harvesting the paranoia of the family, like, knowing that he was reeling that like a fishing, um, rod, like, reeling them closer and closer and closer to his trap. I know that sounds crazy, but we're talking about a grown man who was in love with a child, so how crazy could it be, you know? Um, let's do one more now that I said all that. 1. Okay, so we got whispers. 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's caught and burial. 5, truth. Okay. 6, self-sabotage came out again. 7, portal 5D. Self-sabotage and then portal 5D just gave me a flashing image of Summer Wells in my mind. Like, this little girl was not safe with her family and definitely not safe with this person either, obviously. So it's like, as traumatic as this is probably the first time she's ever experienced peace because of the literal yeah, a secret trap the whole way. She was always trapped. I was gonna call them demons, but, this came out, so we'll go with that. The secret trap that she was always in. Cult. They always had her under control. Vacation Beach Abroad in reverse, she couldn't get out of it. Now she's in heaven, but truth and burial and premeditated. Truth, burial, premeditated. What did I say? Confirm or what? Let me pull cards because of what I just said. Truth, confirm, burial. The truth about the death. Premeditated. The truth about what happened prior to the death, which is what we were just talking about. Cult, all of them. Okay. I feel like I have enough background info. Let's go into what happened. I'm going to give another trigger warning. Okay. April of this year was the last known time that Celeste was seen or heard from. She was last seen on April 5th in Lake Elsinore? At age 13. After that, there was a reported contact, a call home at the end of May 2024. But after that call, there were no confirmed communications. Last seen on April 5th, 2024, at age 13. Hold on one second. My dad is texting me and he has Gavin. Okay. Interesting timing. My dad is texting me and he has Gavin. We're talking about her April 5th. I mean, I feel like this is kind of saying deep in, what is that term? Munchausen, the victim of. It just feels like this is saying deep in that, no way out. Like I'm just numbed to it. A call home at the end of May. What's the energy behind that call home at the end of May? Call home at the end of May. He let her. He let her, but watched her closely to see what she would say. Was that call home at the end of May baiting the parents in some way? Three of Wands reversed. Ace of Swords reversed. Seven of Wands, Judgment, Four of Wands reversed, Death reversed is giving standing 10 toes down on a decision to not let her go home and not being able to change that. That call, the end of May, feels like, on the playground when kids are like, nana, nana, boo, boo, I got your toy. It feels like that, like David doing that to her parents by use of allowing her to call. Well, not allowing. I feel like it was literally that, like allowing her to call home. It feels like that was the intended nana, nana, boo, boo call. That was also like this goodbye call in his mind. Like he knew what he was doing then. That was like I don't know, like I get this feeling that something was said during that call that looking back now, the parents are like, okay. It's like a got you. It's like a got you. It's like a seed of got you. Like, it's like a, "Go ahead, really come for me. Go ahead. Go ahead, come for me. Make this bigger than you want. Go ahead, come for me. I dare you." It's like that. Like a cat and mouse game with Celeste's energy. Like if I can't have you, nobody will, turned up to like even in death. Like your memory needs to belong to me in the eyes of those who knew you. That's what he's doing, allegedly. Like if I was in David's energy, I would say Celeste's energy, even in her death, when people think of her, they need to think of me. I need to own her. Because one second, I answer my dad. He's asking if I like shrimp. My dad took my son out to lunch today because my son was off of school. Anyway. It's kind of giving evidence stacks up. I don't know. From his perspective, it's kind of giving, I bought something. They tried to then charge me more after I already bought it. I made sure that I wasn't going to pay more for what I had already bought. And then I taught everyone a lesson who tried to take back from me what I bought by showing them that I'll always own it. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whispers. 2. Affair, cheating in reverse. You'll always belong to me. If I can't have you, nobody will. Psyop. See, that's what I was afraid of. It's like someone who's programmed to cause chaos just for the sake of causing chaos. And I think that the way that the case is being handled, it's like meant to distract from certain things. Okay, so the call home at the end of the May was the Nana Nana Boo Boo call. After that call, there were no confirmed communications. After that call, there were no confirmed communications. Why? Freedom. Freedom. A release of darkness within the mind. A release of darkness resurrecting in the mind. A release of darkness resurrecting in the mind. So call home in May is Nana Nana Boo Boo, and that's his green light to just enact his plan. Six of Swords reversed and 10 of Cups. It's like he knew that was the goodbye. She's never going back. Now it's time to fulfill my plan, to enact revenge. Was he also scared of her telling the truth, or was this all about a plan of revenge on her family / her? Magician in reverse, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, 4 of Wands in reverse. It's also about secrecy. But I feel like the deviant nature of it is a testament to the element of revenge and like I'll show you. But Magician's communication, 3 of Pentacles in reverse is a group, and 4 of Wands in reverse is a community. So he definitely didn't want her talking either. Like, all you need to do is tell a couple people and it can spread out real quick. So I want to silence you so you can't communicate that. But I feel like the more pressing thing for me feels to be this like sinister obsession with owning her energy because he felt like he purchased it. I don't know how else I know that sounds not good. That I don't know how else to word it. An obsession with, even in death, owning her energy because he felt like he purchased it. It's like one of those situations where someone who is, like, innately evil and clearly doing evil things will be like, "Oh, well, you can't do that because that's the principle." The the principle, like, nothing you're doing follows principle. But it's like, because technically something is like, "I bought it, so it should be mine." That's the I don't like being in this energy. That's the swirls that I'm seeing happening in his brain, and they're, like, clashing with each other, these swirls. Like, can't have her talking, but, like, can't have her talking to anyone because that can filter out to a lot of people. That will ruin my career, my plans, etcetera. That's surface level. That's like the lid on the container. But he was also trying to keep what was in the container from e exploding or bursting. And what was in the container was revenge. I made a purchase and someone's trying to charge me more for it, or trying to change the terms of it or something like that. And he felt like what he had purchased was turning on him. So it's like, not only is what I purchased not staying, or not wanting to, or not doing what it's supposed to be doing, but those who sold me said purchase are now wanting more as I'm trying to rise up. It's giving God complex to the max, but, like, neighbors recall seeing her walking with a backpack to and from school, frequenting a local corner store on her way to the bus stop. There was surveillance video from March 2024 from a store, Del Lago Spirits, in her neighborhood around 7 a.m., showing a young girl fitting her description walking down the street and then entering or getting into a vehicle. It's not clear how many times exactly she was reported missing or which runaway reports resulted in her returning safely. The last confirmed contact, end of May, is not well documented, whether it was by phone, in person, etc., or whether that was the last time she was physically seen. There's uncertainty about whether people close to her, neighbors and family, knew any relationship with David or David D4DV or David Burke before her disappearance. Mm, what did the family know? Five Tara. What did the family know? Nine of Swords reversed. Seven of Cups. The Moon. Six of Wands reversed. King of Swords reversed again. What did the family know? They knew that as long as As long as you follow the plan, everything will be fine. Getting warmer, yeah. But they chose to not follow the plan? If it's a no, then I have a second one. They chose to not follow the plan? Motion granted. Did they choose to not follow the plan and choose to question the plan too much, or is this simply about not following the plan? Hidden detour. So they questioned the plan, and that led to them not following the plan. Was them not following the plan that police report, February of 2024? Confirmed pattern. Oh. So if them calling for that police report was them not following some kind of instructions, then maybe that's why it was the brother that called this time and not the parents. Tarot. 2. 3 of Cups and the Emperor. That's why it was the brother taking action and not the parents. And I have the Sun on the bottom. I think I need a break from this energy. I was gonna do more, but I think I need a break. Um let's just get one. Number 3. Just missing variables. Okay. Unsealed secrets. A long forgotten case revived by new evidence. A long forgotten case. This girl should have been helped years ago. A long forgotten case, everyone was like, not my problem. And now they have to deal with it because there was a body because everyone ignored it up until it got to that point. Yeah, I need a break. Okay. Please remember that this is all alleged, my opinion, not facts. I'm gonna loop back around to this one. I just need a minute. Thank you for watching. I will see you all soon.